I'm on a mission, to be specific, a Nikon Keymission 170. Yes, that's right, I've got myself an action camera. Not that I'm that much into action, and in fact I didn't even get it myself. One of my viewers took pity on me because I'm always lamenting I haven't got any good gear, and he just bought one and sent it to me. So thanks mate, I won't mention your name here, I don't know if you want that to be known, but if you do, if you're happy, put a post down below. So I've only had it a couple of days. So far it looks just fine. I did have one small problem when I first got it. It comes with a USB cable, which is fairly typical these days. I plugged the USB cable into whatever USB outlet I had, and it wouldn't charge. Couldn't figure out why, and I thought, well, it comes with one of these plug packs. We'll plug that in and see how that works. First problem is it came with the pins there in the US format, which is vertical pins that are parallel to each other. Australian has very similar format, but the pins are at an angle to each other. Fortunately, a quick job with a pair of pliers. As you can see there, they're angled. You just twist them and put them into the Australian socket and away you go. I did that, plugged everything in, and it started charging just fine. So we're off and racing in that regard. I haven't used it much, but I've taken a few quick examples. I'll show some of these now. Here's an example of the barrel distortion you get with this type of action camera. It's quite distinct, as you can see. It doesn't much matter with the normal subject matter for an action camera, and you can live with it with interiors because it's more important to see more of the subject. But in something like this, it's not a great look, and you're probably better off using a more normal camera. Here's another example, this time an interior. It still has that distortion, but as I mentioned before, it's probably more important to see more of the subject in this case. This particular subject is my really messy workshop. I'll get to that one day. This is just a bit of a test with the new camera in selfie mode while I'm driving. See how the sound goes. Hang on, we've got a wallaby up here we've got to slow down for. Actually, we've got about 5 wallabies. This is my drive to work. Could do worse. Anyhow, just a quick test to see how it works and see if it works at all. There's no screen on the front of this camera, so I don't know if I'm in the shot, but the lens is so wide, of course I really have to be. We'll just do a little bit of a twirl here, see how it handles a little bit of panning as well. Let's see how it handles a close-up. At the moment I'm about 1 inch from that little picture of the bloke putting a fire out. Likewise on this handle. Like all fisheye lenses and super wide lenses, you've got to be careful you don't get your extremities in the shot. For example, my feet while I'm walking. Okay, that's an obvious example, but it's amazing how easy it is to see things in a photo that you hadn't planned to be in there. Pretty riveting footage, eh? This is another thing it should be good for. Close-up action shots of me doing stuff and animals doing stuff and whatever. I'll just do a very light tap here so we can get the general idea. Even then I lock the camera. Try again. Normally it'd be on a tripod or something separate, of course. So there you have a few examples. I highlighted some of the good and bad points about this type of camera. They're good for some things, not good for other things. The sound quality, I did read online it wasn't so great in this camera, and that kind of seems to be the case. Not a matter of it not being great, it's just not very loud. In the examples you've just seen, I upped the loudness by about 400%. I don't know if that's because the microphones seem to face the front of the camera, and in normal mode of course that's away from the person talking. But then in selfie mode I didn't notice a whole lot of difference. I am going to have to get proper microphones at some point anyway. I'm slowly improving the gear and hopefully slowly improving the videos as well. Anyhow, for now, Grey Nomad out. 2, 3